when Karens think they're above the law. Today we're looking at 5 different videos when Karens think they're above the law. On September 8th, 2022, a routine-sounding car accident unfolded, bringing together 2 drivers, an older woman and a younger woman, both navigating SUVs. The incident occurred at a stop sign turnoff onto a minor high. The focus of this peculiar encounter is Christina Pialat, the older woman who would soon find herself entangled in a web of questionable decisions.
I was leaving here.
Were you able to get out of the store?
I think so.
Pretty tight.
To exit, to take a left, and she just ran right into me. She was going to turn into here. Her grandmother died.
Where were you exactly?
Let's see the stick. So I'm here.
So you were right here. What happened?
And then I guess she turned into here, and she just ran right into me. And then I ended up there.
Were you in the roadway yet or no?
No.
You were right here?
Yeah.
So you were stopped right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so I could see take the light.
I gotcha. Can you drive license real quick?
My driver's license?
Yep. And the insurance for your car? And then I'll meet up with you in a sec. You just wait right over here for
From
me.
the outset, it becomes apparent that something is amiss with Christina, positioned at the stop sign. She contends that she hadn't initiated her turn onto the road yet. However, her narrative quickly unravels, suggesting a state of influence, likely alcohol. In the first minute of interaction with the officer, she fabricates a story about her grandmother's death. On that very day, while simultaneously planning to visit the grave of her grandmother who had passed away 2 days prior, this disjointed tale foreshadows a lack of coherence in her overall account, raising suspicions about her fitness to drive.
Okay. So I need your driver's license. That's your registration.
Okay.
And I don't need that. I need your driver's license.
Okay.
It's right there. How much did you have to drink today?
I didn't have anything. I told my mom told me that my grandma passed away
Okay.
and that they were going to the monument.
Okay. Today? They were going to the monument today?
Yes. And that's why I'm so upset. So you can talk to my parents then.
I don't need to talk to your parents. I need to talk to you because you were the one involved in this accident. That's not your driver's license either, man.
As the encounter progresses, it becomes increasingly evident that Christina is severely impaired, likely due to alcohol consumption. Her struggle to locate her driver's license, coupled with presenting an expired insurance copy, indicates a level of disorientation. Even her offer of a tissue, instead of the requested driver's license, reflects her compromised state. The officer, though patient, is acutely aware of the potential danger she poses to others on the road. Further interactions reveal the extent of Christina's inebriation. Attempts to engage in conversation expose her inability to make sense, with bizarre claims such as mistaking a hand wipe for a phone and inexplicably bringing up unrelated topics like the 4th of July. The officer's challenge lies in extracting meaningful information from someone clearly incapable of coherent communication.
In this accident. That's not your driver's license either, man.
Oh, my driver's license.
Yep. So how much did you drink today?
None. I did not. I have 2 deliver for the 4th of July. Tell them good luck.
All right, Christina, I need your phone number for the report.
Yeah, and I'm gonna talk to in private.
That's not a phone. It's a hand wave.
I know it's a hand wave. It's still a phone. It's still a phone. Okay. You know what?
The situation takes a more structured turn as the officer initiates field sobriety tests. The pen test highlights Christina's inability to maintain focus, with her head moving erratically during a process that requires only eye movement. Subsequent tests, including the notorious walk in a straight line, further underscore her impairment, while she attributes her difficulty to a claimed medical issue. H. Reviewer backs. Her inability to perform a basic task like walking in a straight line raises skepticism. Christina's arrest becomes inevitable, marked by her emotional distress, compounded by the realization that she is missing her grandmother's funeral.
Oh, from my grandma's funeral.
Can you physically do this? Yes or no? Let's see now.
3, 4, 5.
Christina, I gotta give you the rest of the directions, see? Gotta go back, okay?
You know what? I want my attorney.
A detail shrouded in uncertainty, despite her refusal to undergo certain tests. She's apprehended and charged with DUI, failing to reduce speed to avoid an accident, and improper lane usage. In the aftermath, Christina's behavior takes a regrettable turn. She expresses dissatisfaction with not being breathalyzed and directs an uncalled for racial remark towards Officer Jamines. As the situation unfolds, it becomes apparent that Christina's actions extend beyond the realm of personal consequence. Her father, already grappling with the recent loss of his mother, now faces the added challenge of dealing with his daughter's erratic behavior.
You're hurting me.
Calm down.
You are hurting me.
All you need to do is walk. Alright, hold on, Christina. I gotta make sure there's nothing in your pockets.
There's nothing in my pockets. You're seriously gonna make me miss my grandma's funeral?
Christina's legal fate involves an arrest, charges, and release on an I-bond.
Unless you want to pay for it.
You mean putting it down?
The way you are holding it.
By the
Do
handles?
you want...
On April 7, 2021 in Sunset Valley, Texas, a contentious incident unfolded involving Ms. Cara Bell at Nordstrom Rack. As she engaged in a shopping excursion, Mrs. Bell entered the fitting room area, sparking a confrontation with store employees over the enforcement of the mask policy. Store personnel approached Ms. Bell, requesting compliance with the mask mandate. She asserted a health exemption, claiming exemption from the mask requirement.
It's my God-given right to be here on this planet, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Correct? You just lied to me.
I lied to you about what?
You said I had to have an ID to be here.
No, you
That's
gotta
not what I
identify
said.
yourself.
When you're legally detained, you can play back on your video. When you're legally detained, you have a duty to identify yourself to a police.
The ensuing disagreement escalated when Ms. Bell attempted to push her way into the fitting room, despite the employee's insistence on adhering to the store policy. According to details from a police report, the situation took a physical turn as one of the employees sought to obstruct Ms. Bell from entering the fitting room, resulting in a shove from Ms. Bell. The altercation prompted a call to the police to intervene. Upon the arrival of law enforcement, Ms. Bell was already in a fitting room trying on clothes.
How am I legally detained? Can you...
We were called here to investigate after I was shoved. Okay, so they're saying
And I called
that,
you too.
Okay, so let me...
I called the police too.
Are
but
you
they're
going to let
only
me talk, or are you going to be the only one talking?
Rack.
Because right now, as a call taker, I know you want to have them on there for your safety purposes.
Yes.
But right now, you and I need to be talking, not them.
Says who?
You need to continue having a conversation with me. So...
In a video recording, she attempted to portray herself as the victim, alleging she was shoved first and insinuating race as a factor, despite the incident's root cause being her refusal to wear a mask during a pandemic. The officers engaged with Ms. Bell, urging her to exit the fitting room. Eventually complying, she left the store still wearing merchandise. Despite her discontent with the officers, Ms. Bell, a candidate for position 2 on the Lake Travis ISD School Board, faced scrutiny from the school district. However, the district refrained from providing additional comments. Citing election laws, Ms. Bell's reluctance to identify herself became a point of contention as she expressed a desire to press charges without revealing her identity. The officers rightfully emphasized the legal requirement to provide identification, warning that failure to comply could result in her being taken to jail.
Why is that your business?
Because we have to identify you. If I can't identify you, I'm taking you to jail.
Okay, this is getting weird. Now they're saying if they can't identify me, they're taking me to jail. How do you identify the homeless?
That's
They
negative.
tell us their names, their date of birth. They work with us.
Are you
You're
able
not
to look
working
up
with us here.
anything
Working
or
with you, I was
reverse
just
check on the
assaulted
cell
at
phone
a
number
store
that
for
you
not
But we
doing
can't
anything
get to
wrong.
that. We can't get to that point. We're not on either side. We don't know what's
You
going
are.
on
You
because
are
we can't
taking
identify
sides.
you.
You are taking sides. Robert, Eugene, Eller, you are taking.
Continuing her resistance, Ms. Bell escalated the situation by accusing the officers of dishonesty. The authorities in Sunset Valley clarified their adherence to the county judge's mask order, which mandated face coverings in public spaces. Exceptions were granted for those under 10 or with medical conditions hindering mask usage.
To get information from you, but we can't even get any information from you.
This happened at Nordstrom Rack.
Ma'am, you need to stand over
Ma'am, you
here.
can't leave because right now you're still detained.
No, you can't. You are being detained.
Why am I being detained?
Because
Please.
we don't know who you are.
Okay, I'm being detained because they don't know who I am.
Okay?
Which
We were called
apparently
here.
is illegal.
We were called here for.
Ms. Bell claimed a medical exemption, but failed to present any supporting documentation. In a defiant stance, Ms. Bell, describing herself as a Christian woman of God, resisted compliance with what she deemed disgusting laws. This resistance ultimately led to her arrest, with charges filed for assault and a citation issued for a Class C misdemeanor, carrying a $500 fine. While the employee's decision to press charges remains unclear, Nordstrom Rack barred Mims Bell from their premises for a year. This incident sheds light on the intersection of public health measures, personal beliefs, and legal obligations. Mims Bell's actions, marked by defiance and an attempt to leverage her identity, resulted in legal consequences and a temporary. It serves as a cautionary tale about the implications of challenging established rules, especially during times of public health crises.
I will not have it. I'm sick of being bullied. I'm sick of being lied to, and it's not going to happen anymore. Do you understand? The CDC just released.
Turn around.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Play this game.
Oh my gosh.
On January 1, 2022, in Gulf Breeze, Florida, another peculiar encounter unfolded, featuring Smith Haley Brooke, a woman whose unconventional beliefs clashed with the legal realities of driving. It began when an officer, conducting routine patrol on the Pensacola Bay Bridge, observed Mims, Dark's gray GMC Terrain cruising at 52 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone. Upon checking the license plate, the officer discovered the vehicle's registration had expired in October 2021.
Did you hear what I said? You need to get a supervisor out here right now.
No, you need to step out the vehicle right now. Young lady, step out the vehicle. Step out the vehicle. Last time I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask, and then I'm going to make you step out the
You're
vehicle.
going to get me a supervisor out here right now.
No, you're going to step out the vehicle right
You
now.
are going to get me a supervisor out here right now.
That's fine.
I know my rights.
What right is that?
This triggered a series of interactions where Brooke questioned the necessity of a license, even invoking common law, a stance at odds with the legal requirements acknowledged by the society she inhabits. Brooke eventually exited her vehicle without physical confrontation, but her defiance continued. A check on her information revealed an expired Mississippi driver's license since October 21, 2021.
Here right now.
No, you're going to step out the vehicle right
You
now.
are going to get me a supervisor out here right now.
That's fine.
I know my rights.
What right is that?
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a car. I am not. This is not a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
I know my rights.
Okay.
Very well.
That's what you want to stick with?
Call a supervisor.
Okay.
Right now.
All right.
Right now.
Or else what?
I know my rights.
If I don't call a supervisor, or else what?
I guess we're not going to go anywhere then.
Okay.
Continue 1025.
So just hold it for me and go and give me the channel.
You need to get a supervisor out here.
Network.
Raising the question of why she hadn't presented it earlier, the answer lay in an active warrant for her arrest in Santa Rosa County due to failure to appear for driving while license expired, a fact she seemingly chose to omit intentionally. Brooke's repeated denial of the need for a license and her claims about a distinct set of laws for citizens showcased a belief system that defied common legal standards. Her astonishment at the time, consuming nature of being arrested.
Before she got off the bridge, she actually did a U-turn. We were in the 35 zone. We pull over here. I introduced myself. I said, any reason why we're driving this fast? And I said, you got your license. She immediately goes into, I don't need a license to drive the vehicle.
Okay.
And they said, I am traveling.
Okay. So, you do need a license to drive the vehicle. And you do have to identify yourself to these officers.
I do not have to have a license to drive a vehicle.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
You're wrong, but okay.
I know common law, natural law.
I don't care about common law.
constitutional
You're in the
I
state
know
of
that
Florida.
You don't.
You're in the
You're
state of
Canada
Florida.
law.
You're in the state of
It
Florida.
doesn't matter in what state
It does
I'm in.
matter.
I'm in the U.S.
It does matter. So you better hope the information you gave us comes back as to being you. So at this point in time, I need you to shut the vehicle off and step out of the car.
And her assertion of never having been to jail underscored a lack of awareness about the legal consequences of her actions. the situation took a more serious turn during a search of Ms. Brooks' car, revealing a bag of white powder that later tested positive for cocaine. Additionally, ammunition was discovered, heightening the severity of the incident. Ms. Brooks' resistance to the search, albeit fair in some aspects, contradicted her previous arguments against following certain laws.
We want to keep the gun in safekeeping.
Golf Breeze. Even though you sent the warrant, stand by. Excuse me. Give me your full name.
Throughout the encounter, Ms. Brooks' delusional claims, including references to orders from the top, remained unsubstantiated. Her refusal to provide details about this elusive authority hinted at a disconnected worldview, possibly influenced by narcotics, especially considering her subsequent hallucinatory tendencies.
Inside the vehicle, you are under arrest now for possession of felony narcotics.
I didn't give y'all permission to search my vehicle either.
Your vehicle's being towed. We're inventorying it. We're not searching it.
Yes, you are searching my vehicle.
You say that our laws don't matter to you, so what's it matter?
Obviously, I don't have any laws right now.
Ms. Brooks' journey through this legal ordeal culminated in charges and convictions for felony possession of cocaine, as well as misdemeanors of DUI and operation of a motor vehicle without a valid license.
Because I don't need to.
Right. Because you know everything.
I don't know anything, but I do know my job. And I know my
Yeah,
officers know their job.
You know the orders that you're supposed to do.
No, I just know that you have
take
to have a
money from
driver's
the
license.
people in the community.
We
Y'all
don't
should be helping the people.
We do help.
No, you don't.
We do.
You
don't know anything.
pickpocket everybody.
You don't know anything about us.
I do.
To sit there and
I
say
do.
that I don't help anyone, that my officers over there don't help anyone.
Y'all aren't helping me right now.
You're not helping yourself because you choose to not get a valid driver's license.
That's totally changing.
You're just playing a victim.
I'm not playing a victim.
That's what you're doing.
I'm not a victim. I'll never be a victim. I hate that mentality.
Then why are you playing all these excuses as to you don't need a driver's license?
It's not an excuse. I have the laws in that car. That's why I ride around with them.
Why? To
I have
educate
the book of the Constitution in
to
there.
educate people like me?
I don't think that you're interested in learning anything.
I don't
that
think
you're
you-
very stubborn.
I don't think you know anything about me to even get to make that comment.
What? My opinion.
On May 12, 2023, in Fort Orange, Florida, Natasha Walker, a 34-year-old woman, found herself at the center of a disturbing incident at Advent Healthcare. The situation unfolded when police were called to address the chaos she caused. Upon the officers' arrival, Natasha's behavior took a bizarre turn. Initially, she resisted their attempts to calm the situation, revealing an incoherent and intoxicated state. The officers, unaware of the depth of Natasha's erratic behavior,
Sit her right here. Sit down.
attempted to gather information about the disturbance. Natasha's fiancé explained that she had a long-standing drinking problem and had been struggling with bipolar issues. He detailed an attempt to seek medical help for her, mentioning an incident where she had taken a dip in a pond after consuming alcohol. Despite his efforts,
Drinking problem. Okay. She's been a closet drinker for a year now. I haven't drank since August. Okay, I quit to help her quit. She's been drinking with her friend today. Went fishing. I've been at work and went fishing, stepped in some oysters. Her friend dropped her off at my house, and we rarely came here. But before we made it here, she was like gonna throw up or something. So I pulled over by the pond by Arby's, and then she had a little meltdown. And
Natasha's behavior remained unpredictable and agitated. As officers engaged with Natasha, it became evident that she was not in a sober state. Her continuous screaming and erratic movements showcased a level of incoherence that raised concerns about her well-being. Attempts to reason with her proved challenging as she resisted complying with basic instructions. Natasha's fiancé provided additional context, mentioning her history of being a closet drinker and her recent interaction with her friend. He expressed concern for her mental state.
Ground, you're sitting in a seat.
Okay.
It's over. It's over.
No, I didn't do anything wrong. I need to call my daughter and let her know where to go. Like, please, my daughter's 12 years old. Please, let me release go my daughter. Please, I just need to take care of my foot because I got stepped on an oyster. And I need to call my daughter.
And explained the circumstances leading up to the current situation, emphasizing her need for medical attention. The encounter escalated as Natasha's behavior became more disruptive. Despite attempts to place her in a seat for safety reasons, she resisted and continued to scream, making it challenging for the officers to assess the situation properly outside the healthcare facility. Natasha's resistance persisted. She demanded to sit on the ground, further complicating the officers' efforts to maintain control. Her refusal to cooperate and the ensuing struggle necessitated more assertive measures to
Stop kicking. You've already had a sergeant here.
No,
kept
please.
saying racial comments to him.
No, I didn't.
Push your feet in.
No, because my fingers are
Do I need to grab your legs again?
Can you please
Stop
just cuff
screaming.
me in front?
You're kicking stuff. You were not cuffing you in the front. You've already hit 2 of us.
I didn't hit nobody.
As officers attempted to secure Natasha in a seat, she continued to resist and kicked the patrol car. Her behavior, marked by a lack of compliance and understanding, prompted officers to take further action to subdue her. Amid Natasha's cries and protests, the situation outside the healthcare facility reached a critical point.
I can talk to the other officer behind you.
Okay.
Like,
talk to me. I'm right here.
Please, and I would like to speak to you, but this officer is... I'm not, because my hand...
Stop.
I'm not doing anything. Like, be careful. I have blood on this foot.
So
I
stop.
have blood. Just stop touching my
You're kicking.
my foot. No, I'm getting my leg that's away from you that you guys already put in straps 3 times.
Officers grappled with her attempts to resist, emphasizing the need for restraint to prevent harm to herself and others. Despite Natasha's claim of being perfectly sober, her actions contradicted this assertion. Officers, recognizing the severity of the situation, made the decision to place her under arrest. Natasha's volatile behavior, combined with her intoxicated state, prompted concerns for her safety and the safety of those around her.
Under arrest, and I was this fucking fat. The lady put me in cuffs around my stomach because I was so fat.
Not this time, you're fighting.
Yeah.
And it was the same way. So, let's go. Let's go. Ain't nobody doing nothing. Close the door.
Shut up.
Let's go. You told me to shut up.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
We're tired of listening to you.
If I had a dick, I'd tell you to suck.
That way I could just get the support time to get you down the
You know
county
what?
if you want.
I wish you guys would cuff me in front of my fat ass because I'm so fat like him.
Well, it doesn't work that way.
The charges Natasha faced included battery to a police officer and resisting arrest with violence.
But they have to stay in the back. I don't think my partner has any other cuffs over here. Hang on, don't move. Alright. Pop one out for me.
Do you have my glasses?
Yeah, I do. I have your Ray-Bans.
Can you pull my shirt?
Here, they're going to do that in there. So just walk up here with me.
I know they're not.
On June 9, 2022, in an alarming incident in West Walnut Street, Sean Mullerkey, a 46-year-old woman, was arrested for attempting to hit her husband with a car with her children in the back seat. The encounter quickly escalated when law enforcement officers attempted to make contact with her. As the officers approached the vehicle, it was immediately apparent that Mullerkey's behavior was aggressive and defensive. Despite the presence of her children in the back seat, she resisted any attempts to engage with the authorities. Her situation intensified as officers issued commands for her to exit the car.
Hey, step out of the car right now. Get out of the car. Ma'am, we'll talk about everything, but get out of the car. Yep. 20 expedite. We're in the garage. She's closing.
The encounter took a disturbing turn when Mullerkey challenged the officers, questioning their authority to enter her house. The officers, acting within legal guidelines, can enter a residence without a warrant in situations where there is a threat of serious harm or if they are in hot pursuit. Despite attempts to defuse the situation,
You have to get out of the car.
No, you never said that. I sent you a message. My attorney?
Affirmative. I have one cuff on.
You? Excuse me. Did somebody say that you could come into our house? If you don't stop tugging.
I'm gonna tase you if you don't get opener.
No.
Yes.
No.
You're obstructing right now. Do you understand
you're
that?
obstructing.
I'm not gonna tell you again.
No, I'm not going to tell you again.
Get out of the car right.
Mullerkey continued to resist, leading to a brief struggle and her subsequent arrest. Even after being placed in handcuffs, the tension did not dissipate. Mullerkey, now in custody, expressed her intent to contact her attorney and voice concerns about her children being home alone. The officers reassured her that they would take care of her children, but she vehemently rejected their assistance, displaying a combative and confrontational attitude. Upon exiting the vehicle, the officers detected an odor of alcohol on Mullerkey's breath, potentially explaining her erratic behavior.
No, I didn't.
Andy asked you to come out.
Excuse me?
Andy asked you to get out of the car.
No, Andy yanked me.
I yanked you because I told you you're under arrest and you refused to exit your vehicle. Yes.
Are you gonna step up and be cooperative?
No, my attorney is...
Are you gonna stand up and be cooperative?
Are you going to understand that my attorney has filed a motion to quash this?
All right, you just stand your knee.
My attorney has filed a motion to quash this.
Despite attempts to maintain control, Mullerkey exhibited bizarre conduct, claiming the smell was her urine and refusing to comply with instructions. Outside the vehicle, Mullerkey's aggression continued as she resisted officers, made inappropriate remarks, and displayed an overall lack of cooperation. Her attempt to assault an officer further escalated the situation, prompting the threat of legal consequences. During a bizarre turn of events, Mullerkey threatened the officers, declaring, "You're dead."
Has filed
We're
a
going out here,
motion
this way.
to quash this.
You hit us, you do anything stupid towards us, and we're adding charges on. If you hit us or anything, let's go.
You've already hit me.
I didn't hit you. I asked you out of the car. I told you you're under arrest. Now you got a whole show for your neighbors here.
You are a dick. My children don't have anybody at home right now. You're going to put my kids alone in danger? I need to call.
When questioned about the threat, she hastily shifted to claiming she would sue the officers, showcasing a level of inconsistency in her statements. The officers, faced with escalating resistance and threats, managed to pull Mullerkey back into the vehicle. However, the challenges persisted as she claimed difficulty in exiting the vehicle, contradicting her earlier behavior. The culmination of Mullerkey's actions resulted in her being charged with felony aggravated DUI, our third offense with a child passenger.
Piece of shit. The next time you fucking touch me.
Hey, get in the car.
Sit in the car.
No, he doesn't get to touch me.
Okay,
sit in the car.
Follow. Use the words of what these are hands.
Hey, get in the car. If you
He
don't,
doesn't
you're
get
going to
to
get
touch
charged
me.
with obstructing.
If
Get
he
in the car.
fucking touches me
Get in
again,
the car, Sean.
get your fucking hands off
Sean,
me.
he's not even touching you. Get in the car.
Oh, but he
I'm not
did.
touching you.
No, he's touched
Okay,
me.
get in the car,
He's
Sean.
touched me way more times than appropriate.
Sean, get in
You
the
know
car.
No, do you know what he's done? If you
Stop kicking us.
I'm gonna kick you right in the fucking
That's mean. Don't do that.
motherfucker.
Aggravated assault of an officer and resisting and obstructing justice. The officers, dealing with an uncooperative and aggressive individual, navigated a complex situation to ensure the safety of Mullerkey, her children, and themselves.
Sean, step out.
Where's my watch?
I have your watch.
Oh, is it accounted for?
What's up?
I didn't get any paperwork accounting for it.
We drove 4 blocks. He has custody of your watch in the booking room.
And guess what?
Just so you know, with body camera, your watch is right here, okay?
Guess what?
Hop out, Sean.
I don't take anything for granted.
That's great. Can you hop out of the car now?
I don't know. You want to drag me out like you drug me in?
No, I prefer not to.
No, I know you enjoy that.
That's your opinion. Can you get out now?
Have you ever encountered a similar situation or witnessed someone attempting to defy the law? Let me know in the comments section below. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, then please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.